Here, I brought you some nice mojo pork with some black beans and bell peppers mixed with some little bit of peas, carrots, and wall rice.
Wow.
I even put it in a little container to separate your beans and your stuff because I know you don't like them to touch.
Wow, thank you.
I love you. Like it. I tried a new blend of sauces and stuff.
Hold on. I want to chew.
One step forward, two steps backwards, yeah.
I'm literally so excited about today's video. I'm in my safe space. I will say though, anytime I'm like in this little box, I kind of feel like I need to be like super professional and just like straight to the point, like teacher mode, but I'm trying to like kind of get out of that. I really want my videos to feel like just chilled, laid back, me talking about makeup, two girlfriends chit-chatting, getting ready together, that type of thing. So we'll see how this goes. I do want to say though, I have been trying out a bunch of stuff behind the scenes, like this ABH palette. I did a look for Instagram Reels using this, so if you guys want to see that, check it out. I have been uploading a ton of stuff over there simply because I am a new mom. It's a lot easier for me to film like short form videos as opposed to a bunch of long form stuff. Don't get me wrong, I'm still gonna be uploading here on YouTube, a mixture between beauty content and vlogs, but I do upload over there if you guys wanna check those out. I'll have my socials linked down below and here on the screen. So one of the first things I want to do is go in with this little guy right here. This is Charlotte's Magic Serum. So on the bottle, it says it's a crystal infused serum for younger looking miracle skin. I don't know what it is about Charlotte Tilbury products, but most of the time they're really, really good. So I'm glad I have like a sample version of this so that way I can continue trying and testing it out. But so far, so good. It feels really, really nice and silky smooth on my skin. So the next thing I'm gonna go in with is this beauty oil here. You can see I've used quite a bit of it. I really, really like this, especially for skin prep. I don't know what it is, but anytime I use like a beautiful oil, this is called the beautiful oil. Anytime I use like a beauty oil in my makeup routine, my makeup comes out so incredibly good. I'm telling you, it really just comes down to good skin prep. I like to warm up the oil like in between my hands, and then I'll just go in and press it into the skin. If you guys have not tried using a beauty oil in your routine, definitely try it out and let me know your thoughts, because let me tell you, my makeup looks fire anytime I use a beauty oil and I love it. So while I let that sink into the skin, I am gonna go in with an eye primer. We're gonna just start working on the eyes. I'm gonna use this here by Jason Wu. This is an eye primer. You can find it at Target. And I've had it in my collection for a little minute. To my knowledge, it is a pretty good eye primer, but I've never tried it. It's gonna be my first time trying it out. I'm just going to take it on the back of my hand. And with this Real Techniques brush, I'm just going to put it all over the lid. So for my first time using this eye primer, I will say it is pretty white. It's very, very opaque. And so far so good. I'm very interested in seeing like how eyeshadows are gonna lay over top of it. So for the eyes, I don't wanna do anything crazy. I've really been wanting to do like a really pretty like soft pink look, because I have these two palettes here by Charlotte Tilbury. They are their quads. So this one has like all shimmers in it, and then this one here has a mixture between shimmers and like two mattes. So I'm gonna start off with this one. I'm gonna take the softer pink color and put it in my crease for my transitional color. So right off the bat, that soft pink color is blending beautifully into the crease, and over top of the eyeshadow primer. I didn't set the primer down with like any pressed powder or anything like that, just because I was really curious to see like if it would blend well. And honestly, so far so good. I'm actually really liking the eyeshadow primer so far. Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take kind of like the mauve-y pinky color, almost looks like a brown, and I'm gonna put it here in the outer V using the same brush. I'm just gonna go like big circular motions just to create a little bit of definition. I've been wanting to do like a soft pink like this for a while, and I'm glad I finally just reached for this palette because it is really, really pretty. So the next thing I wanna do is I wanna take the shimmer in this palette here, and I'm gonna take it on my finger, and I'm simply just going to tap it into like the very inner part of my lid. Ooh. That is so pretty. Yeah, I'm just tapping it with my finger just because I do find that Charlotte Tilbury shimmers go on a lot better with your finger. And I want this to feel like very lived in, just very effortless. Like, I don't want it to look like a super overly done cut crease. Like, that's not really my vibe anymore, and it's not really what I'm into. So I'm just going to lightly tap it in the very inner part. Then I'm gonna take this top shade here, which is essentially a shimmer, but it's not as chunky as the other one. And I'm gonna use it as a brow bone highlight, because don't we all love a good brow bone highlight? I'm really just gonna focus majority of it here, like on the highest point of my brow bone. Now don't freak out, I have not done my brows yet. I will get to it. I don't know why I did not fill them in. I don't know, just wasn't feeling it, but I'm eventually gonna get to it. For brows, I'm gonna use the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I'm not really going to get into too much detail just because brows are like really boring. So with the power of editing, brows are done. Let's go ahead and move on to the rest of the face. Now that I've given that oil time to really sink into the skin, I am gonna go in with a little bit of sunscreen. This one here is by Tula. This is the UVA and UVB Protect and Glow Sunscreen with SPF 30. I've been loving this one recently. I feel like I always switch on and off between sunscreens, but this one is really nice. It gives my skin such a pretty and beautiful glow. More times than not, I'll just kind of put this all over the face, especially if I'm like taking Atlas out on walks and stuff like that. And I love the way it looks underneath makeup. So the foundation I really can't get enough of is this one here by Giorgio Armani. I know it's really expensive. It's their Luminous Silk Foundation in the shade 4.5, but I love the shade. I love the coverage. I love the way it looks on the skin. So I'm just gonna kind of put this all over and buff and blend it out with a brush, and then really perfect it with a sponge. So let's talk about concealer. I've been loving this one here by Dominique Cosmetics, and I love this combo too, like the foundation with the concealer and then the powder, which I will show you guys in a second. But the one I'm using is in the shade Almond Milk. And what makes this so different and unique is the fact that it's a metal applicator. So it's really meant to depuff underneath the eyes, and it's so nice and cooling. I've just been really into it. So I just take this and go back and forth. So you can definitely see after blending out that concealer, like it looks so pretty and just so fresh underneath the eyes. Whatever I have left on the sponge, I like to take it like down my T-zone, on my chin, just for additional coverage. But I haven't really been going in with like a ton of concealer on my chin or down the center of my nose, because I feel like it just makes my base makeup look a little too heavy. So for face powder, I've also been using the coordinating powder to the concealer by Dominique Cosmetics. This is so pretty underneath the eyes. I'm just gonna take that same sponge, dip into it, make sure the powder is really nice and even, and then I'm just gonna set underneath the eyes just by like pushing this into the skin until it like completely disappears. So for my actual face powder, I'm just gonna kind of stick to what I know. MAC Studio Fix, of course. This one's in the shade NC30. By the way, I'm just gonna lightly set the rest of my face down and in place. It's been so hot here in Florida. I honestly feel like I'm melting as soon as I walk outside. So I do really go in with powders and stuff like that to set everything down. So one thing I really like to do with my face powder, just to make sure my eyeshadow just blends nicer into my face makeup, is I will take a fluffy brush with a little bit of that face powder, and then I'll lightly like go over the edges here. You can see there's like a huge difference between this side and this side. Just a little tip. Here I am just giving you all my secrets. Like, it definitely helps out with the blend. I'm gonna go in with that same Charlotte Tilbury quad, and I'm gonna go back and forth between the pinky mauve color and the deeper color, and I'm just gonna run it on my lower lash line for a second. I'm just like, what am I trying to say? Yeah, just go back and forth, smudge it out, smoke it out, and just make everything come together as one. By the way, you guys, I am really glad you guys are loving like my mom content, especially over on TikTok. It literally melts my heart. Anytime you guys see Atlas, you're just like, oh my God, baby boy is getting so big. And he's definitely getting like super big. Like, I swear I blinked. He was a newborn and now he looks like a full ass toddler, even though he's only 4 months. I mean, when do they become toddlers? I don't know, but he could be an infant. He's a newborn. I don't fucking know. He's big though. I can't even really fake the funk, you guys. Like, I'm really obsessed with this little teeny tiny quad. I definitely feel like this is something I'm gonna wanna travel with when I start traveling again, I'm honestly really nervous to travel with Atlas right now. So maybe when he's like 6-7 months, we're gonna start like dipping our feet into it, because we want to start doing things as a family and we want to like get out of the house. I feel like when you have a newborn, you're really just like confined to one space. You don't want to leave, you don't want to go out, because you're really scared that they're gonna throw a tantrum. But I feel like me and Ulysses are slowly but surely like getting ourselves back out there, and it's been really nice. Let's go ahead and switch gears a little bit. I am gonna go in with this bronzer in the shade Medium by Sigma. They came out with like all new bronzers, highlighters, and blushes, and I just want to see what they're about because they've been in my collection for a while. Oh, that's what Medium looks like. It's a little intense. I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like you need to go in with a very light hand, otherwise things can get a little crazy really quick. I'm gonna be honest, I can't say I'm the biggest fan of this shade. I feel like it's a little dark, it's a little too much, it's kind of turning a little muddy here. So I'm gonna go in with my tried and true Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. This one here is in the shade 2 Medium, and I just feel like it's not as dark. Could just be me. I'm just gonna add a little bit of this to it. I love that it's buildable too, so you don't have to go in with too much all at once, and you can really just build it up to the intensity that you want. So I'm just gonna go in with this. Okay. Then I'm gonna go in with like an even smaller brush and just hit my forehead and hairline area. Let's try out the Sigma blush. This one is in the shade Tiger Lily, and it definitely has like a pink sheen to it. So this could go really good or really bad. I'm gonna take it on this brush here. This is by Equal Tools. It's a blending and bronzing brush. I love that it's kind of like a duo fiber bristle, because I feel like it just blends beautifully onto the skin. That blush is so pretty. Oh my goodness. I'm obsessed. I am. Look at that. It has like a really pretty glow and sheen to it, but it's not like chunky glitter on the face. So Sigma also came out with a highlighter. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little hesitant about this highlighter because I don't want it to like ruin my makeup. I am gonna take it on this brush though. This one is by Smashbox. It's a brush I've had in my collection for so long. I like it because I could easily like diffuse it onto my cheeks. So I'm just gonna dip in. By the way, this one is in the shade Sizzle, and I'm just going to smile and just brush it here. Ooh. Oh, that's pretty. And I think that's really all I need. Like, I don't want like a stripe of highlighter on my face. I feel like I'm really past that stage in my life. You guys remember when we just used to like take a ton of highlighter and just like drench our face with it? Yeah, no, I'm not really into that anymore. It's funny because I was actually at dinner the other night and I saw a girl with like a stripe of highlight, and I'm just like shaking my head because I remember a time where I was really into that. Like, if you're into that, you're into that. Like, do you, boo? But for me personally, it's not like my thing anymore. So I think that's a perfect amount of highlight. I really like it. I'm also gonna take a little bit more of the highlight and I'm just gonna stick it right here in like the very inner corner. And then I'm gonna drag it up into the very inner 1/3 of the eye. So just like that. I think that's really pretty. So I do actually have the new ABH palette, and I'm kind of like really itching to use this purple. I feel like a pop of purple in like the very inner corner. It could be a vibe. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of it, tap it, and then lightly like diffuse it into that shimmer to give it like a really pretty like soft purple hue. Oh, that is cute. By the way, I did film like a little mini Instagram reel using this. I did use like some of the greens and stuff. So if you guys want to see that, follow me over on the gram because I will be uploading that very soon. So I think I'm going to completely skip out on liner. I've been wearing wing liner a ton and I just want like a change of pace. I'm also thinking I'm not going to go in with false lashes and I'm just going to go in with mascara. I've had this in my collection for a while. This is the Colossal Curl Bounce Mascara. It gives you big volume, bouncy curl, and up to 24-hour wear. So I'm gonna pop this on, see how it goes, hope for the best. Let's hope it's not a mess. That would be really bad. So this right here is what the wand looks like. It has a really nice bend to it, so I'm thinking it is going to give my lashes a really pretty curl. One thing I will say I've been doing with mascara is I've actually been applying it in a way where it kind of like goes out. So I'm just taking it And then flicking my eye down, rolling the mascara through each and every lash. And I kind of just flick it outwards to give me more of like a cat eye effect. I don't know, I think it looks really pretty that way. So this is what my makeup looks like with absolutely no false lashes. I'm actually really glad I decided to just go in with the mascara because it just goes to show that you don't always need like a false pair of lashes. I think this looks really pretty, really fresh. So let's move on to the lips. So for my lip color, I will be using BFF2 by ColourPop. I was obsessed with this lip pencil for so long, so I'm just gonna use it to line my lips completely. For my actual lip color, I'm gonna use Nude K by Charlotte Tilbury. If you don't have this, do not walk, run to go pick it up because it's the prettiest nude lip color. Another thing I really wanna do is go in with a gloss. I'm gonna go in with this one by Anastasia. It's a new one, it's called Amber Sparkle. And what's really drawing me to it is like all of this glitter in there. I feel like it's gonna give the lips a really nice shine. So let's go ahead and finish things off with some setting spray. Of course, I'm gonna use my tried and true Milk Hydro Grip Setting Spray. If you guys don't have this, do not walk, run, especially if it's been really hot and humid where you live because it's a game changer. Go get you some. How about it? So that is it. I don't want to ramble on too much, but I do want to say this. I really love the fact that I did not use a false lash in this makeup look. There's a lot of times where I'll sit down, do my makeup and feel pressured to put on a false lash because I feel like it could really make or break a look. But in this case, it looks really pretty. It looks really fresh. Like it looks like any and everyone could do it, if you know what I mean. Like not everyone's going to put on a false lash. And that's what I love most about this look is that you really don't need one and you can still look really, really good. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you want to see more looks without false lashes and let me know what you guys want to see next on my channel. Don't forget to follow me over on the gram and TikTok. I'm literally filming so much mom content. It's so fun and I feel like you guys are definitely going to see like a different side of me like as a mom, but in a way that's a little bit more chill and laid back. So follow me over there. I'm gonna run, I'm gonna go, and I'll talk to you guys all on the next video. Deuces.
Baby, can't you figure it out? What's going on in your heart? What's it gonna take for you to love me?
Are we done? We're done.